Good afternoon, and thank you for being here. We continue to provide daily updates as we promised, and we are able regarding investigation and disappearance of 2-year-old Genesis Reid. Today, with the assistance of East Alabama Canine Search and Rescue, a significant area surrounding the residence was searched using a certified cadaver canine. That search did not yield any items of evidential value. This search is a part of a standard investigation techniques and was done to rule out the immediate area surrounding the apartment complex. We are encouraged by the absence of any findings in that area, and we remain committed to a thorough, methodical investigative process as we continue forward. We will continue to conduct targeted searches and aggressively follow every credible lead. Our focus has not shifted. Our mission remains clear: to locate Genesis and bring her home. In addition, we are asking for public assistance. We are specifically requesting anyone who had any type of personal relationship or social interaction with Adrian Reid between December 24th, 2025 and February 16th, 2026. Please come forward. Even information that may seem minor could be critical. If you have any information, contact Enterprise Police Department immediately at 334-347-2222. You may be a key piece in helping us determine Genesis' whereabouts. Again, we appreciate the support of all of those law enforcement agencies and community partners involved in this investigation and search. Our priority and our commitment is to find Genesis. That's the update that I have from the police department. DA James Tarbax has one that he'd like to get to.
I want to update you on the legal proceedings involving Adrian Reid. Today, Adrian Reid appeared via Zoom video teleconference before District Judge Josh Wilson for an initial appearance on her charge of false report to law enforcement. I represented the state of Alabama at that proceeding. During the hearing, Judge Wilson heard testimony from an Enterprise Police Department detective regarding facts and circumstances related to the current investigation into the disappearance of Genesis Reid. Based on the testimony, the state argued that Adrian Reid is the only known suspect in the disappearance of Genesis Reid. Adrian Reid has hidden and or destroyed evidence relevant to this case, and Adrian Reid is a flight risk should she be released from custody. The standard bond schedule for a Class C felony in Alabama is $2,500 to $15,000. There is no mechanism to hold Adrian Reid without bond in this matter. She is entitled to bond under the constitutions of the United States.
That's better. You can hear me now.
The state argued that the bond schedule amounts in this matter for a Class
I
C
hope they
felony
find
are
Genesis.
wholly unreasonable, and asked for the following bond and stipulations if the defendant is able to post that bond. We asked for a $1 million cash-only bond. We asked that if she's released from bond, that she be subjected to GPS monitoring, that she be required to submit to the court referral office and participate in active drug screening, that she be required to check in on a daily basis at the Enterprise Police Department, and also that she not be allowed to leave the geographic boundaries of Coffee County, Alabama without permission of the court. Judge Wilson granted each and every one of these requests and set the bond at $1 million cash only. Adrian Reid has requested court-appointed counsel, and that request is currently under advisement by the court. We are grateful to Judge Wilson for his decision regarding bond in this matter and believe that this decision represents the magnitude of what is occurring in this community and in this investigation.
I wonder where her father is.
Everyone, and I would just like to thank Chief Howard and the District Attorney, Sheriff's Office, the U.S. Marshals, the FBI, and those of you who are out there helping to try to help find this child. The main thing is that if you're not involved, stay out of the way. Leave it to the people in charge who know what they are doing. And again, I feel as if this goes on as it is now, we will be able to find that young lady. So all we are listening to and what we're talking about is just try to keep it down and let's stick to the point. And let us not forget that God is still good. Thank you.
They should torture the parents to make them tell.
Take your questions.
For the search with the cadaver dogs, was it just that area around the apartments, or are there other targeted wooded areas that were included in that?
We'll use, because again, we have such a great community statewide. We've asked for others when we get a new area that needs to be searched, any evidence that, or any leads really that would lead us to try to check other places. We certainly would use them anywhere we need to. Currently, there isn't anywhere, but again, that can change by tomorrow. We don't know what we don't.
Just kind of talking a little bit about some of the, I guess, areas. I know we've only seen just the woods. I'm sure maybe other people only saw just the woods, but I'm sure it was maybe other areas too that you maybe provide.
Sure. So we the wooded area is obviously a very large area. The cadaver dogs are trained on such as that. It's to search large areas and pick up odors that the normal nose can't do. Right. So the dog was used. We have at our disposal of other canines for larger areas. It was just we assumed that one. I assumed we knew that one could handle that area. It's searched from the wooded area to drainage. I'm sure people saw on Facebook. We were looking at drains. Look anywhere that the dog gave any type of notification or positive ID that could be something there. There's a lot of things, nuances to having a canine, and I trust the handler. I trust the professionals, just like I'm hoping everybody else trusts us, that they know there was places of interest that the dog hit on, but that doesn't mean that we found any evidence. There's a lot of factors that go along with that.
Mr. Tarbox, I was going to ask you, the $1 million bond is quite high. Is that intuitive of your belief that Adrian is indeed responsible for her daughter being missing, or even
And she can't afford it.
such as murder her?
It's too early to speculate, and obviously our current goal of this investigation and this whole process is to bring Genesis home to her family. The $1 million cash bond is high, but right now, as mentioned and as testified to by a detective at that hearing, the person in the Coffee County Jail, Adrian Reed, is the only person who knows where Genesis Reed is. And so we wanted to ensure that we know where she is. And I can't get into why, but we do believe that if you were able
I'm
to
getting it alive.
she is a flight risk. And so it's important to us as
She
the
wants
DA's
me to
office,
play.
and clearly important to Judge Wilson, that
Not very professional,
if she
Harley.
does bond, it is substantial, and that somebody's going to be on the hook for a lot of money in the event something were to happen and her appearance is not secured in court.
I know that you always believe that she is the only suspect. I know yesterday there was a person of interest. Is that person still being pursued, or is that no longer?
There's many persons of interest. She's still one. He or she, Mariah, is still a person of interest. Again, because investigative leads and who Mariah is, I'm not going into detail of what evidence that we have, but there's still a Mariah out there that could possibly be a key.
Excuse my dog,
to where
Harley.
where
She's
she
a
is.
crazy lab. You can't on my lap. No.
Again,
Get down.
amongst others that may have the key to this puzzle, or the
Down.
piece to this puzzle, is anybody that's had any contact
Harley,
with in social,
down.
Media, conversations, anybody that has come and seen Adrian, anybody that has had any dealings with her on a relationship.
At least I'm not the only one that gets
we
tongue-tied.
We need to talk to you. We need to discuss, have a conversation, see if it doesn't help us with that little piece to find Genesis and bring up.
Well, let's hope they do bring her
Talk
home.
a little bit about the resources that you all pulled in for this. I know you don't want to forget to credit anyone, but there's a lot of people that have helped so far with that with this investigation.
So just off, because seen them day in and day out through the night and through the day. They haven't left us. FBI, Alabama Law Enforcement Agency, Coffee County, the DA's office, our own investigators have not stepped away. Our own police officers not stepped away. Those are the ones that come off the top of my head that have the U.S. Marshals that have had an active role in conducting any investigation, any leads. When something comes up, I've been back through the bullpen. When something comes up, somebody jumps up and says, I'll take it. So it's not making people do it at this point. It never has. It's always been, what can I do next to help bring her home?
But, with the cadaver dogs, have y'all checked like where the trash goes at the end of the day site? Have y'all checked that area any, or was it just specifically?
Today was specifically
the wood?
on the property, the surrounding property, right? So investigations in general start small, work out big. And this is no different. It's systematic. So our intent was to either fine, and thank God we didn't find anything. But B, also check that list that has been searched. Just like yesterday's bridge search, large amount of search, it's the same thing. We systematically do things so we can check them all.
And there was speculation that the grandmother had sent the father a text on February 4th about, was that text message verified?
We're not talking speculation. Again, we're going back to my Facebook and my post today, earlier, is we can speculate all day long, but those people that are speculating, instead of speculating on Facebook,
Right.
bring us the information through a tip.
Okay.
And we certainly will follow up on anything. We have things through search warrants that we can find information, but we don't know where to look if somebody doesn't come to us. So Facebook,
And plus, they've probably
posts,
already gone for her phone.
false leads on Facebook, social media. Let's minimize that and maximize finding Genesis and bringing her home.
Right.
Thank you.
So there you go. The presser on Genesis. We come back to the studio. Yeah, so we really need to find this little girl. Let me see if I can find her picture again. This image. There we go. There she is. Little Mariah. Not Mariah. Genesis Reid. So gorgeous there. And I'll just bring in another photo just to keep you all updated. I will try and keep an eye on this every single day because they need to be kept in the light and not in the dark. I still want to know what that is. I guess if I do a bit more research on it, I'll probably find out it's probably a mattress or something similar. So there's that reward. Again, the banners they started doing. And one more before I end my session. No, let's do the monster of a mother. There you go. I know I shouldn't presume she's guilty, but she's got guilt wrote all over her face. You know, it's like, what am I going to do now? But she's going to get her just desserts, and she will find it in prison, or jail, as you call it over there. She will find it hard because child murderers don't get an easy life. And I hope she gets life without parole or even the death sentence, if that's even available out in Alabama. But you can gather why they did $1,000 bail. It's because she can't afford it. So she can't get out on bail. Because I think you got to put is it 10 or 15% of the total bail amount to get out? But anyway, I'm going to come off her face because I don't like her. And we'll add Genesis back. Let's get her proper picture up. This one. That one. Such a gorgeous face. Right. Thank you all for listening and watching the news with me. And I apologise for my Labrador coming up onto me. She just wanted some attention. Normally she sits and lays in her bed and goes to sleep, but I guess she thought it was playtime. If you can click like and subscribe, and if you can share this story and the other one I did not so long ago on Genesis as well. Thank you for watching.